Jai Ramakrishna, Jai Ma. My humble pranams to Thakur Ma and Swamiji, and pranams to one and all. Shubha Navaratri, Shubha Devi Paksha. I welcome you all on the behalf of Shri Ramakrishna Vivekananda Vedanta Bhavadhara Satsanga and its educational and cultural unit Shri Sarada Sahitya Kala Vijnanamandiram. On the auspicious eve of Durgamahachaturth, we offer the humble pranams and welcome our special guest Pujaniya Swami Nityayoganandaji Maharaj, Acharya of Probation Center Training Center, Belur. I hope everyone is hale and healthy. I would suggest all to keep following all the safety precautions during this pandemic. Every year during Navaratri, we organize Matri Aradhana program with various offline cultural and spiritual programs and do some service activities in order to worship Universal Mother, in order to destroy evil energy and awaken Devi Shakti inside us. But during this pandemic, we need to arrange online Matri Aradhana program. With no further delay, we would like to start Navaratri special online study circle with Shankadhwani, Arati, and holy prayers in order to seek blessings of Holy Trio and Ma Durga. I would like to request our member Shirsha Bhagini and Arindam Bhrata to unmute and do Arati and Shankadhwani. After that, our student Ishan and Archisha will do Holy Trio and Durga Ma Pranam Mantra. Jai Ram Krishna. Shirsha Bhagini, unmute.
Bhagini, please now remove the display picture. Shisha Bhagini, please make yourself visible. Switch on your video.
Yes.
Pranam, Jai Ramakrishna.
Pranam, Jai Ramakrishna.
Jai Ramakrishna.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj. Thank you, Shisha Didi, Arindam Dada. Now, Ishan Archisha, please get ready. Please do prayers. Ishanarchisha are our students. They will do Vedic Shanti Mantra and Holy Trio and Devi Durga Pranam Mantra. Please, Ishanarchisha.
Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahari Kalpakari Tejasmi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidhishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Thapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharma Swarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaaya Te Namah Janani Sarada Devi Ramakrishna Jagadguru Padapadme Trayoshitva Pranamami Mukul Om Namah Shri Nityayoganandaji Vivekananda Suraya Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swami Vivekananda Om Sarva Shive Sarvanta Sadhike Saranye Stambhake Gauri Narayani Namostute Srishti Sthiti Vinashaya Shakti Bhukte Sanatani Gunashraye Gunamaye Narayani Namostute Jaya Narayani Namostute Om Kartayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tattva Durgi Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Ati Uttamam Ishanarchisha. Ishanarchisha learn Vedic chanting here. Now we will move forward. Ishanarchisha, please make yourself mute. Mute yourself. Dhanyavadaha. Now our students Dyuti and Dhriti will sing us bhajan Amba Bhavani Sharade. This song is composed by His Holiness Shri Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji. Dyuti Dhriti, please unmute yourself.
Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Sahitya Rasapana Sarasa Ullasini Sahitya Rasapana Sarasa Ullasini Kavijana Bhushini Kama Vilochini Kavijana Bhushani Kama Vilochan Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Shringara Rasapana Vani Girvani Shringara Rasapana Vani Girvani Sarva Veda Rasapana Sarasa Ullasini Sarva Veda Rasapana Sarasa Ullasini Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Sangita Nada Priya Nada Tanumai Sangita Nada Priya Nada Tanumai Ratnahara Shobhini Rajiva Lochini Ratnahara Shobhini Rajiva Lochini Amba Bhavani Sharade Jagadamba Bhavani Sharade Amba Bhavani Sharade जगदम्बा भवानी शारदे।
अति उत्तमम्, अति मधुरं, द्युति धृति. धन्यवादः. Please, yes. And now our another student, Sankirt, he will play keyboard. He will play Adi Shankaracharya's Mahishasura Mardini Stotram in keyboard. Please, Sankirt,
Jai
are you there?
Ramakrishna.
Jai Ramakrishna. Jai Ramakrishna, Ati Uttamam beta. Dhanyavadah. Dhanyavadah. Now our another little student, Shiraja, will play violin. She will play Vara Veena Mridupani Bhajan in violin. Shiraja, are you there?
No, Didi. Shiraja, I'm unable to find.
Okay. Then later we will see. Okay. Okay, we will move forward.
Didi, 1 second. Pradeep Bhatta. Yes, she might be Shiraja.
Yes, yes.
Allowing them. Shiraja, once you unmute yourself, beta.
हाँ महोदय, जय राम कृष्ण.
Jai Ram Krishna.
क्षम्यतां महोदय.
Chinta na.
Yes, please. Chinta nasti, you start, please. Shiraja, you are in mute. Please unmute yourself.
हाँ महोदय.
धन्यवादः क्षीरजा बेटा अति उत्तमम्. Today on the auspicious eve of Navaratri, we welcome our special guest, revered Swami Nityayoganandaji Maharaj, Acharya of Probationers Training Center, Belur. Swami Vivekananda mentioned he was voice without form. Though his form is not existing as a material, his voice is ringing in us. Swamiji's voice requires an instrument or a teacher like Swami Nityayoganandaji Maharaj in order to make the people like us to understand the value of his wisdom. Revered Maharajji possesses profound knowledge in both physics and metaphysics. His presence is always blissful and vibrant. He has been motivating several youth with his thoughts and deeds. He is an inspiration to all the spiritual aspirants. He has always been a torchbearer for our organization. We are blessed to have Maharaj amongst us once again. Now I would humbly request Maharajji to bless us with his valuable words on the auspicious eve of Matri Aradhana. Maharaj, Pranam Maharaj, please.
Pranam Maharaj, unmute Maharaj.
Unmute Maharaj, Ramakrishna.
Am I audible?
Yes, Maharaj audible. Pranam.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yathagne Vardahika Shakti Ramakrishne Sthita Hiya Sarva Vidya Sarupam Tam Saradam Pranamamyam. Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanya Kumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgih Prachodayat. So today is one of the 9 days, extremely auspicious. So why it is auspicious, I'll tell in a moment. So this Navaratri means there are 9 forms of Durga called Navadurga. Each day is for one form of the Durga. You know, Pitrupaksha ended on the day of Mahalaya, and from the next day of Mahalaya, that is from 5th was Mahalaya, 6th was Mahalaya, so 7th, 8th, 2 days, 9th. So at that time, so Pitrupaksha when ended, Devi Paksha started. So Devi Paksha is extremely Fanta. Devi Paksha is because the mother of the universe manifested, a tremendous energy is released, unleashed. And now for everything what we do, we need to have some energy in us. We have to activate that energy, we have to tap that energy. And the consciousness will know what are the 9 Durgas, Navadurga form. So there is a beautiful sloka given in the Brahma Vaivarta Puranam, that is Prathamam Shailaputricha, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Titiyam Chandraghanteti, Kushmandeti Chaturthakam, Panchamam Skandamateti, Shashtam Katyayani Ticha, Saptamam Kalaratrischa, Mahagauri Tiyashtamam. Navavam Siddhida Prokta Navadurga Prakrititaha. So that is the first manifestation of the Durga. I'll just tell one by one, then you'll realize how beautiful and how important and significant this manifestations of Durga is. Is now Shailaputri. Shailaputri means the daughter of Shaila. Shaila means your daughter of এই তুমি অত বেশি করতে যাও না, কেটে গেছে তো কি হয়েছে? Okay, daughter of mountain. Shaila means mountain. That means it shows the peak that the Devi who was Sati in her next incarnation was born as Shailaputri or Parvati. First of all, let us talk about why we should worship something. You know, in every part of this country, in the north, in the south, and in this part of West Bengal, this Navaratri is worshipped in various forms. In West Bengal, especially, you know, the Durga Puja it is called. So Durga Puja is because of the form Katyayani. That's why in Katyayani, in Durga Suktam we chant Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimai. So this is the part. One thing we should know, there are two parts. There are two parts in puja. One is called festival. Festival also is very much important, extremely important festival. That is only just like, you know, the dressing well and talking to the people and having a very good day with a good food, etc., etc. That also is very much important in our life. But more important is the puja. What is the puja? You know, puja means the awakening. A puja, why a puja should be done? Suppose every day in our temple puja is done. Puja means the pujari will sit down and he will start performing puja. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of the puja is to awaken our own inner self along with the environment we live in. That is the purpose of the puja. So now in this time, you know, when this tremendous energy, the Shakti means energy. For everything we need Shakti. We take food, it becomes Shakti. And that Shakti is to be manifested. If it is in the hidden form, it has no much use. In the atom, there are so much of energies. But atomic energy is to be manifested. That means it is to be released. It is to be released. When the atomic energy was released, it was tremendous impact. So much of you know, benefit has been done to the mankind. So that is the reason why at this particular time, 9 days. So first day, I told you Shailaputri. Shailaputri means Durga appeared as Shailaputri, the Shakti, that energy, tremendous energy. You just imagine the whole universe is upheld by that energy. Whole universe is not that small energy. Just imagine our earth. This beautiful earth looks absolutely insignificant when you take the scale of this whole universe. Whole galaxy is spinning. And who is responsible for this spin? It is the mother who is responsible. You probably know whole universe is expanding. We live in an expanding universe. That expansion is due to this power, this energy, the mother. Otherwise it is not possible. That's why in our Puranas, in our Shastras, those days long ago in the Vedic period, this power was, you know, given proper recognition. It was honored. It was given a lot of respect. That is why in our religion we have so many women deities. So many. In fact, for every male deity, we have one female counterpart. That's the Ardhanarishvara we have. In every temple you go, full of women deity. Because of this, without power, we are totally inactive. That's why in Chandi, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnumayeti Shabdita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Vishnumaya. She is called Vishnumaya. Maya means that power which moves this Vishnu. Vishnu is Shakti. That is why in Kali Puja also you have seen the Shiva is lying like a dead corpse. On that Shiva, that means Shiva is literally inactive. On the Shiva, the body, Mother Kali stands. That means Kali only is the energy part of the Shiva, which is the manifestation of the whole universe. So Kali only manifests as the whole universe. Just imagine. Whatever power you talk about, whatever power you can think, it is the Mother Durga or Mother Kali, whatever you may think. And those things only, beautiful truths are put into, beautiful, depicted into pictorial stories. Stories are told, beautiful, mother comes down and she destroys the evil. It is told in the Bhagavad Gita, whenever there is a depression, the declination of religion suffers a degradation. At that time, Lord body is forth. And how does he body forth? With the power of Maya, with the power of Shakti. So Lord comes down to destroy the evil forces. Otherwise, it is not our control to destroy evil forces. Now you see, a human being cannot do anything. So much of evil forces are going on around the world. So much of problems, so much of terrorism. Everywhere you can see war. Who will control that? Only that ultimate reality, the God can control that. So real puja is that we should take into account the whole universe along with us. Not just sitting in the room and doing puja and forgetting the whole world. No. Puja means we have to understand the whole universe. How we interact with the people, how we talk with the people, how we behave with the people that around us. That is the purpose. And that is the reason why these 9 days, especially these 9 days, Navaratri, and the Devi, the Durga, has manifested in different forms called Navadurga. So this, Shailaputri is the root. That means the Shaila is the peak. From the peak. That is why it is called Muladhara Shakti. She is called Muladhara Shakti. In our body, there are different layers of powers. The base of the spinal column is called Muladhara. So this deity, that Parvati, resides there as Muladhara Shakti. That means Shakti is awakened from the day one. Day one means the next day to Mahalaya. Mahalaya is the last day of Pitru Paksha. That means it is the day one, it is the 7th of this month. That means, 7th, Thursday 7th. And the Friday, that means yesterday, the power was manifested as a Brahmacharini. Devi herself performed severe penance. Severe penance. Means we cannot even think. That means through the penance, she is awakening the whole energy of the creation. That is why one who worships the Brahmacharini, they get tremendous energy, tremendous power. That awakening is happening at that time. She is performing tapas. Tapasaji of the Brahma, because of tapas only, this whole universe has come forth. And she is carrying one kamandalu, like a Brahmacharini dress, white dress, with a kamandalu in her left hand, and in her right hand there is a japamala. And all power resides in the japamala. She does little bit japam and power simply manifests. These are all symbolic. Just imagine, these are all symbolic. You just be little bit of introspective. You can feel that power. Really, you can feel the power. A special awakening that has happened, especially during these days, these 9 days. That is why, our rishis were very, very intelligent. Rishis knew that our mind and whole nature, the energy is fully connected. Not only mind or body, especially the mind, because body is regulated by the mind. So accordingly, they have framed so many rules. Suppose I give an example. On Ekadashi day, you're supposed to think of God. So you are supposed to think of God, because at that time what happens, moon enters into 11th digit. And at that time our rishis have found out that our mind and the 11th digit of the moon, that particular day, is perfectly in synchronization. And at that time, when you tune ourselves with that particular time, then what happens, we can effectively think of that ultimate reality. That's why on that day, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to fast. Why? Because if we fast, we can fast concentrate our mind. With a lot of food in the stomach, my mind cannot be concentrated. So we are asked to fast by those rishis on that day, we are supposed to think quietly, think of God. So also in these 9 days, many people in this country, they keep fast. They take simple food, little water, a little bit of maybe what called fruits and little roots they take, and they spend their whole day in contemplation of God. That is the way. Why should you contemplate on God? Because that is the only source of energy. The whole society is running because of that energy. Otherwise, society will simply collapse. Moment you forget that the source, the root cause, it will collapse. Suppose you cut the root of a tree, what will happen? You are simply decorating the tree's branches and leaves and all that, but you are not putting water at the root. That is, the root will be destroyed. The whole tree will collapse. So that is the root we are supposed to go in order to have a good life for ourselves, individual as well as collective. That is a society. The society is ruled and regulated by that tremendous power, and that should be properly channelized. And this is the time everywhere. In Belur, there is a big elaborate puja this time. Because in the whole organization, it's a big organization, it is running, it needs some awakening of power. Otherwise the organization cannot run, cannot function smoothly. It will be some chaos, some clash, then some problem will be there. In our life also, in individual life, suppose we do not care for that power, we simply do ignore, not required, I am happy with eating, sleeping, etc. Then what will happen? Tremendous clash will be there in our individual personal life. Because we cannot live alone. At least in the family, 2-3 members are there. Nowadays, minimum clash will be a constant clash. And then with the society. So that is why this is the special time we need to worship, to awaken that collective power. Collective means it is the collection of individuals. So if each individual living in the society, a particular given society, performs this worship, then what happens? A tremendous mass awakening takes place. Collective awakening. That means we all will be benefited by that. It is not for individual benefit. It is a benefit of the whole society, and in turn, benefit of the whole country. So this is the second day. And at the time, the next chakra of Muladhara is your Swadhisthana. So Devi resides in Swadhisthana. So power is just awakening. So that is called Swadhisthana Shakti. Swadhisthana Shakti. Now the third one, that is third one is today 7th, 8th. Yeah, today is the third one. That is Chandra Ghanta. No, Mahalaya is the first day. Anyhow, Chandra Ghanta is the third. So there what happens? Chandra means moon with the shape of Ghanta. So she just, she is the power of Shiva. That is her manifestation. She gives the power to Shiva. And with this, she has tremendous power, and mostly it is the angry form. She destroys all the evil in the form of Chandra Ghanta. Chandra Ghanta is the form. So that is I'll just finish, otherwise time is very short. I'll finish faster than if time permits, let us see. And the fourth one I told, Kushmanda. Kushmanda is very interesting incarnation of Devi. That is the fourth deity. Kushmanda means, literal meaning is it is a pumpkin. But actual meaning is Anda. Anda means the cosmic egg. It is before the creation, according to scientific theory, creation begins with a big bang. But we say it was initiated by the Devi Kushmanda. Without her interference, creation will not come forth. So whole creation came into being because of this being. So that's called Kushmanda. She is the source, tremendous. All energy is concentrated in one point. Just imagine, Big Bang means that only. All energy, whole universe is concentrated only in one small infinitesimal point. So from there, tremendous energy manifested as Kushmanda. Then the fifth one is called Skandamata. Skanda means, you know Skanda. Skanda means Kartikeya. There is beautiful stories. For each one, I told Brahma Vivarta Puranam, then Devi Puranam, Then there are Markandeya Puranam, Varaha Puranam. In all these Puranams, we get beautiful stories. If I tell all these stories, it will become like so many hours together. But every story is so important. I mean, so nice to hear all these stories. So how she killed so many demons. I'll come next. Katyayani is most important because Katyayani is the real power of which, that is the manifestation who was created during the Durga Puja. Durga is the manifestation of Katyayani who killed Mahishasura. That is why she is called Mahishasura Mardini. So Skandamata, the Shakti resides in Vishuddha Chakra. And before what I told Kushmanda Shakti resides in Anahata Chakra. Anahata means, in the heart region. From there only Om starts. Anahata Dhvani is called Om. And the Om is the basic sound principle of the entire cosmos. So that Om principle is directly representing the Devi called Kushmanda. Because the creative principle, that Om, the primordial force, that is the responsible for the creation. So Om. Then Skandamata is in Vishuddha Chakra. Next, in the throat region, the Vishuddha Chakra. Vishuddha Chakra also very important. Skandamata, I told you, she gave birth to Skanda. Gauri, Parvati, she performed a lot of penance to marry Lord Shiva. That is, and I told you, if I tell stories, there will be beautiful, big stories. So Gauri has to give birth to Skanda, Kartikeya, to kill a particular demon called Tarakasura. So that Skanda Mata, she is taking the form. Every aspect of the deity, the Devi, is extremely important. Every aspect is important. And now the Katyayani is the sixth one. Sixth one is the Katyayani. So Katyayani is very much important, which is equal to Mahishasura Mardini. She kills the demon called Mahishasura. He became very much, disturbing element. Anything, remember this, anyone who tries to disturb the society will be simply wiped out. Initially, they will gain some strength, corruption, then all these antisocial elements, they will gain strength. But after some time, they are simply eliminated from the society. So these are the power. So Mahishasura became very much like nuisance for the society. So she came down and, it is the accumulated anger, Katyayani. When Shiva got angry, then Vishnu got angry, all the great deities got angry. And out of their anger, this Katyayani was born. And then what is the purpose? That is, the tremendous power of all Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, and all the deities, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, all the deities accumulated anger. They are coming out of the Agnya Chakra, and then it's after Vishuddha is Agnya Chakra. From Agnya Chakra, from the forehead, the third eye was open for the Shiva at that time. And the accumulated power created this female force called Katyayani, who is set to destroy that evil, the devil called Mahishasura. And at that time, what happened? Shiva and all different deities, Shiva gave the Trishula, and people, somebody, Brahma gave the Japamala, and Akshamala and Kundala, and Kaladanda, Dhyamodanda Brahma, then Pasham Chambu, Patir Dadau, Prajapatis Chakshamalam, Dadau Brahma Kamandalum. So Brahma gave, Prajapati gave Akshamala, means Rudrakshamala, with a Kamandalu, like that. Chakram Chadattavan, Krishna Samutpadya Svachakrataha. Shri Krishna, Vishnu gave the Chakra, the Sudarsana Chakra, Shankam Chavarna Shakti Dadau Tasai Hutashanaha. The Shankam was given by Varuna, that conch shell. So there are the beautiful description, as I told you. Whole bunch of deities gave the powers to that Katyayani, and the Katyayani was said to kill the Mahishasura. And all these stories, remember that one thing, all these stories are told only to awaken our own inner power. If it is not done, everything is of no use. Little bit use may be there, but not much very much of use. So that is why that power, you see, this is the time when we can contemplate and meditate, and we can, many great people, they keep fast on these days, and you get tremendous energy, and you can awaken that energy inside you. So that is why, that is the woman empowerment. The real women empowerment comes here. The awakening of the power. Shri Ramakrishna in this age, in the Satya Yuga, Surata Samadhi, they awakened the deity Durga. In the Treta Yuga, Ramachandra awakened the Devi Durga. And in the Dwapara Yuga, Yudhishthira called upon Devi Durga. Durga appeared before the war starts. Arjuna also awakened Durga. And Yudhishthira, Arjuna, they awakened Durga. And this Kali Yuga, Shri Ramakrishna, tremendously, Holy Mother, Shri Sarada Devi was there. Shri Ramakrishna's concert, you know that, how she gave equal right to Holy Mother. It was like a revolutionary. In Vedic age, those equal right, women nowadays, people say women that the all this patriarchy, women are not given proper right, proper, position, proper dignity. Now this is the condition now. In between, we suffered 1,000 years of slavery, probably made it like this. Before that, it was not so. Before that, women had equal right to study the Vedas, to wear the sacred thread, to chant Gayatri Mantra, everything. In between, we suffered a setback, mostly because of, they say it is because of the foreign invasion. We tried to protect the women, and we did not allow the women to go out of the house. And that became the law, that became the crushing force. Brahminical tyranny it is called. But the women become like so much of degradation. And Swami Vivekananda says, the day when women were looked down upon, women were disrespected, women are degraded, and that is the downfall of our country, India. So India can rise only with the power of women. Remember that once and for all. And women power rising doesn't mean that you will claim all sorts of, nowadays feminism, etc., etc. Not at all that way. The rising of women power is what I was telling now. The inner Shakti should be awakened. That is the female power. Otherwise, how much you will claim? You claim. Power cannot be handled by all. All cannot handle power. All cannot handle freedom. Until and unless we are very much controlled, we are very much disciplined, we cannot handle freedom. Impossible. Impossible. If you want to test a character, if you want to test the character of a person, what you are supposed to do, you give him power and see how he handles. He cannot handle power. He will misuse the power. It requires tremendous control. To have tremendous power, you have tremendous control. Suppose there are horses, very powerful horse I give you. You need to control that horse. You should have the power to have a good ride. Otherwise, the horse will take you and throw you somewhere out of its back, and you will break your bones. So that is why you need tremendous discipline, tremendous control to handle this power and independence. That is the reason why we need this awakening of the Shakti. So I'll finish first. So up to what point I told? I told up to
Katyayani.
Katyayani, because this is the Katyayani time, that Mahishasura Mardini, but in other parts of the country, they do not follow always Katyayani. They have, now next one is Kalaratri. Kalaratri is the last chakra. Kalaratri means it is the terrible form of mothers. It is like a dark energy. Her complexion is dark. She takes a horrible, you cannot look at the Katyayani form, Kalaratri form. She comes with one red cloth on her body and disheveled hair and with like glowing eyes and terrible form, black complexion. We do not want that kind of mother. But that mother also is important, because who will destroy? Who has power to destroy the creation? Suppose people are not dying, then what will happen in this world? Just imagine, tremendous population explosion. If somebody near and dear to me dies, then I think, oh Lord, why did you kill him? Why did you take him away? He is so dear to me. Now suppose you think Lord listens to everybody's prayer, then what will happen? Tremendous population explosion. We want other people should die, but we don't want my people should die. That is impartiality. Lord cannot have any impartiality. Thousands of people have to die every day, every minute. Then only the balance will be kept. Otherwise, how it is possible? It's a small earth. Already there is population explosion. So Lord is keeping the balance. So this is a destructive force called Kalaratri. It is the dark energy. Everything like sucking black hole. All these things you can think. She will destroy the Swami Vivekananda. There is a beautiful poem. The stars are blotted out. The clouds are covering clouds. It is darkness, a vibrant sonnet. In the roaring, whirling sounds, are the souls of million lunatics, loose from the prison house, wrenching the trees by the roots, sweeping all from the path. She has joined the fray and swells up its mountain waves to reach the beachy sky. The flash of lurid lights reveals on every side thousands of death, big, giant, and black. Time, the all destroyer. Swami is telling. A beautiful poem it is. And in the last paragraph he says, in the same poem, one who dares misery love, hugs the forms of death, dance in destruction's dance, to him the mother comes. So we should also accept the destructive part of the whole story. Otherwise, continuous creation, how it is possible? That is the idea. Vaishnava, KS Vaishnava, put some symbol here. Okay. So now I'll finish it first. So that is there. I told you there are many things to tell. At some other occasion, I'll come back. I'll tell you. This is the force. That is the force. And I'll quote on Bengali. Some Bengali, some people also there. Beautiful poem from Swamiji. Puja tar sangram apar. Sangram, continuous struggle we are doing. That is called puja. I'll just translate also. Puja tar sangram apar. Sada parajoy. Na dorak toma. Continuous defeat should not perturb us. Continuous defeat also. Then chudno hog. Sartho sad man. Hridaye sashan. Nachuk tahate shama. Let or all selfish motive, swartha, sad, my own personal desire, personal ambition, whatever it is, let it be destroyed. Hridaya smashan, let the heart becomes a crematorium ground. Then only Mother Shama will come and dance there. How many people are ready to do that? We want only Mother's benign form. Oh Mother, please come and bless me. Oh Mother, come and bless me. Abhaya. What is Abhayam? What is Abhayam? Abhayam means tremendous vairagyam, detachment. Otherwise, Abhayam will not come. I see Mother gives Varabhaya. What is Abhaya? It is told, Bhoge roga bhayam, kule chuti bhayam, vitte nirpalat bhayam. Then, Shastre vadi bhayam, rupe jaraya bhayam, bale daina bhayam. Everywhere there is bhayam. Sarvam vastu. Bhayam nitam bhuvinedam vairagyam eva abhayam. That abhayam means you must have tremendous detachment from this world because you are infinity. Your power is infinite. When you awaken this power, you will know that you are infinite potential. Nobody can stop you. You are unstoppable. Nobody can touch you. Fire cannot burn you. Air cannot dry you. Sword cannot pierce you. You are that nature. That infinite soul will be awakened by this worship of this deity. And the Kalaratri is every time remind us that we are going towards the death. Continuous, process. That is the process. We are rushing. The river is rushing continuously towards that process, death. So Kalaratri. And then is Mahagauri. Eighth one is Mahagauri. Mahagauri is very, very sattvic with a white dress. She sits on the bull and with a damaru in her hand, with a trishul, and she fulfills all the desires. If you worship Mahagauri, okay, very beautiful form. Different shades of form. Sometimes destructive form, sometimes, she creates creative form, sometimes terrible form, sometimes benign form, sometimes as mother. And last one is yet, better, called Siddhidatri, Siddhidata. Siddhidatri is called. She gives Siddhi. Siddhi means all the powers, different powers. If anybody can worship. Asura can worship, Devas can worship, human can worship, and so many creatures. She is the protector, she is the mother of everybody. That's why, even when she kills, remember that she may destroy the evil power, but she is the mother of that evil also. She is the mother of Mahishasura also. Chitte kripa samara nishthurata cha drishta tvaiva devi barade bhuvanetrayebi. Chitte kripa, your chitta is full of compassion. Chitte kripa samara nishthurata, but cruelty in the samara, in the war, you are absolutely cruel. But with the tremendous, with the compassion in your heart, because that Mahishasura also is your child. With the kripa only, you are removing so much of karma. So chitta kripa samara nishthurata chadishta tvayaiva devi varade bhuvanatrayepi. Only you can have this kind of manifestation. Nobody else can have this two dual manifestation. Seemingly opposite manifestation. Only Goddess Mother Durga can have. So this is the Navaratri. This is the very, very holy, auspicious occasion. Started from next to Mahalaya Day and will continue up to Vijayadashami Day. So, today is Chaturthi or Panchami? Please tell me. I think today is Chaturthi.
Today is Chaturthi, Maharaj.
Chaturthi means it should be today is Kushmanda. That is why Kushmanda. Today is the creative principle. I somehow remembered that. If today is Chaturthi, today's deity is Kushmanda. Yesterday it was Chandrakanta. That means it starts from Mahalaya. Starts right from Mahalaya. Day one. Day one is Mahalaya, not the next day after. So that is what you have to calculate. But today's Chaturthi means it is Kushmanda Devata, Devi. So this is how the entire I summarized somehow little bit and up to Siddhidatri. And this time I tell you, try to think more of your inner power. Try to awaken that power. And Swami Vivekananda says, call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. Power will come, glory will come, beauty will come, and what is excellent will come when the self is awakened in its self-conscious activity. Swami Vivekananda says that. So that is the same thing as the worship of these mothers. You see, suppose I go to the temple, okay, festival also is one part, but that is not all. We should outgrow. We should outgrow our small things. Festival is okay. Only sleeping, eating, taking, good dress, good food. That is one part. But real purpose, real significance is how much we are spiritually elevated. I told you spirituality begins from Shailaputri. She is the starting point. And slowly it develops. She represents the whole cosmos, the energy system. Without that, even a leaf cannot move. Even a dust cannot fly. Bhishasmat vatah pravate bhishode visudyah bhishasmat agnischandreti. Like that Taitira Upanishad says. So, out of fear of that power, sun rises. Out of fear of that power, death stops. Yama goes to kill others because of the fear. Out of fear of that power, air blows. That is what it happens. So that is the whole source of energy, and which is inside us. So we should think of it again and again. We should worship, we should pray. When you pray to Mother, she is our mother of all. Mother of all. Like, moon is uncle of everybody. Everybody says moon uncle. So like she is mother of all. So like that only. Today I'll stop here because our time is also up here. So thank you so much. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So should I spent about 35 minutes.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj. Absolutely.
Thank you, Maharaj. Today we had an opportunity to hear the significance of Navaratri from Swami Nityayoganandaji Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj, for explaining the importance of Navaratri with a scientific explanation, even coming down to the level of the children. As Swami Vivekananda used to say, the only teacher is he who can immediately come down to the level of the student and transfer his soul to the student's soul and see through the student's eyes and hear through his ears and understand through his mind. Such a teacher can really teach and none else. To have come down to our level in order to explain, because we know when you are speaking, your words will be, majority of your words will be full of each and every sentence will be with the full of scientific principles, whether you have explained with the why we do fasting on Ekadasi and why we do fasting on these during these 9 days, and explaining the 9 forms importance, and how the worship of these 9 forms help us to awaken our inner power. Definitely, Maharaj, your speech will surely going to encourage us to manifest our real nature with awakening the inner power gradually, and which will also help the organization, as you mentioned, even like Belur Mat, it requires an energy to do the activity. So we definitely think with your presence, it will gradually, even the organization also, collectively, it will help. This energy will create a chance to manifest this organization's capabilities also. We must mention our deep sense of appreciation, Maharaj, for you for coming here in spite of your busy schedule. Once again, from the core of our hearts, we express our sincere thanks to you, Maharaj, for your wonderful delivery of your speech. Thank you, Maharaj. Pranams.
Pranams. I'll go offline then. Shall I go offline?
Yes, a few more performances are there. If you want to stay, you may stay, Maharaj. If you...
I'm really, because our Arati will begin right now after 2
Yes,
minutes.
okay, Maharaj.
Okay, Maharaj.
I should have.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Jai
Jai
Ramakrishna.
Ramakrishna.
I'll come back if
Pranam,
needed.
Maharaj.
I'll come back some other day, and because I would like to interact with the children here
Yes,
scientifically, because I'm so happy
yes,
to come
Maharaj.
here. I should also say that I'm really extremely happy to be with you and these children, and I feel really fortunate, and really I should thank you. First of all, I should thank you. Right, I'll come back if needed later.
Giving...
That's already there, and for the time being, I'm quitting. I'm going offline. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Give time. Thank you. So now our program is almost come to an end. Now we will listen a song from Vaishnav. Vaishnav, are you there? Please unmute yourself. After that, we will watch a dance.
Oh.
Vaishnav is there?
Yes, Didi, I'm allowing him to unmute. Please wait. Vaishnav, you can unmute yourself now.
Mahoday.
You
Sada pagari Gaga pa pa da pa sa sa di sa da da pa ga ga pa da sa da pa ga ga ri ga ga da pa ga ga ri ga 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 ri ga pa ga pa ga ga da pa da pa sa sa da ga ri ri sa sa da sa da 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 pa ga pa da sa da pa ga ga ri ga ri ga da ga ri pa ga ri ga ri da sa sa Paravina Mrudupani Vandarugalo Janadani Suruchiravam Baraveni Suranuta Kalyani Nirupama Supa Kunadota Nirata Jaya Prakashina Varada Priya Danganaya Antita Paladaya Jadasita Jana Jana Jaya 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 Pradasita.
अति उत्तमम् अति मधुरम् अपि अस्ति धन्यवादः धन्यवादः बेटा a dance this is a video display the dance was performed by Srimati Kia Majumdar. She is the dance teacher of our institute. She will dance on the song, a Bengali song it is. The song is Elo Re Oi Rano Ro. The song was composed by Bengal's renowned poet, a revolutionary poet or Bidrohi Kobi, Kazi Nazrul Islam. So the song is on Chandi or the Universal Mother. So through this song, we will pay our tribute to our Universal Mother. This is a dance tribute by Srimati Kia Majumdar.
চন্দ্র সূর্য ও অগ্নি সদৃশ ত্রিনেত্র যুক্তা শৈলবাসিনী হে মাতা শুভ কালীকে তোমাকে নমস্কার দানব দলনি চামুণ্ডা এলোই দানব দলনি চামুণ্ডা এলোই প্রলয় অগ্নি জ্বালি নাচিছে তাথই তাথই তাতা থই 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 দুর্বলে বলে মা ভই মা ভই মা ভই মুক্তি লোভী বিষব শৃঙ্খল বন্দি মুক্তি লোভী বিষব শৃঙ্খল বন্দি চন্ডী চন্ডী এলো রে এলোই রণরঙ্গিনী এলো রে এলোই রণরঙ্গিনী
Thank you, Vandana Bhagini, for displaying the dance video. Now I will request Yashwan brother for the vote of thanks, for offering the vote of thanks. Yashwan brother, are you there?
No, Didi, I can't see him.
Okay. I will give the vote of thanks. Before giving vote of thanks, I will sing a song. This song is on Holy Mother Shri Sarada Devi. Shri Sarada Devi is the embodiment of the Universal Mother, Devi Durga. She herself is Sita Swarupini. She herself is Radha Swarupini. She herself is Mata Kalika. So, in order to offer obeisance to Holy Mother, I want to sing a song. It's a Bengali. Jaya Jaya Janani Jaya Shri Sarada Mani Koruna Rupini Jaya Ma Jaya Jaya Janani Jaya Shri Sarada Mani Koruna Rupini Jaya Ma Atta Shakti Parama Prakriti Atta Shakti Parama Prakriti Asharanagati Jaya Jaya Janani Jaya Shri Sarada Mani Koruna Rupini Jaya Ma Dhanyavadaha. Today we thank all the participants and all the students, and to all the students we have performed very well, and we thank the parents of our students, and our students participated this program with full patience and with full enthusiasm. So thanks to them, and thanks to the entire organizer. And now if anyone wants to say something or want to give any feedback, you are allowed now.
Children, I have allowed you to unmute yourself. Okay, any one of you can unmute now.
Or Deepjyoti Dada, or anyone, if you want to give any message on this auspicious Navaratri, if you want to give any message, you can give.
Good evening, Piyali Bhagini, Vandana Bhagini, and Yashwant
Good
Dada.
evening, Dada Pranams.
Pranam, my
Good evening.
pranams. Thank you very much for organizing such a wonderful cultural session. And I actually got to learn so many things from Maharaj today. And it was so heartwarming to be united with all of you after quite a long time. I had taken a break for some specific purpose, and I am happy to announce that by the grace of Thakur Ma and Swamiji, self and Choitali, we have been blessed by a baby boy, and also I could clear the MD entrance examination. So while all these good things are happening, I found that my association with your organization has greatly motivated me. All the children, when I see, they are so illuminated from childhood. They are getting such bright enlightenment. It motivates me a lot. And today also I could learn so many new things about Navaratri, about Durga Puja. Thank you very much. And most importantly, I have been able to chant whatever little Vedic mantras I have learned from the classes. That was the main intention behind joining the classes, so that I could learn the Vedic chants. But it is just a drop in the drop from the ocean. I need to learn so many vast things. But thankfully, whenever I chant the Vedic mantras to my newborn son, he becomes quiet all of a sudden. Otherwise, he would be crying and crying. But whenever I chant the Vedic mantras, he carefully listens. And that is a great thing. Thank you very much. May this Navaratri and Durga Puja be very purposeful, meaningful, and joyful for you all. Dhanyavadaha sabhi ko.
Dhanyavadaha, brother.
Great news, very glad to hear And thank you for such a wonderful feedback. Thank you, Brata. And so, children, you have listened that Maharaj, what Maharaj said, how spend this Navaratri. We will wear new dresses, colorful dresses. Okay, but along with it, what we will do? We will remember the Universal Mother. We will do, okay, we will try to read some book on the Mother. Bhagini,
little stucking. I'm offing, means stopping your video. Okay, you continue.
Oh, okay.
Now continue.
Okay, Bhagini. Yes. So, in this way, we will spend the Navaratri. And if possible, do little service activity, do little seva to the needy people, or to your parents, to your grandparents, to your relative, to your friends, whatever little service activity you can do, you please do. Okay. Through all these activities, we will worship the Universal Mother. Okay. Thank you. Now, Shreyansh will including Shanti Mantra and Jayadhvani. Shreyansh, please unmute yourself.
Mahoday.
He is ready.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Bhagavan Shri Ramakrishna Deva ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai ki Jai.
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 Swami Ji Maharaj Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Shri Shri Durga Mai ki Jai.
Jai. Dhanyavadah Shreyansha.
Mahoday.
So, Shiva Navaratri.
शुभ नवरात्रि सभी को. वर्षे शुभ रात्रि, नवरात्रि वर्षे.
सारे बच्चों को शुभ नवरात्रि. अच्छे से
नवरात्रि.
शुभ नवरात्रि.
नवरात्रि स्नेहार्थी.
फ्यूचर ऑफ इंडिया सारे बच्चे शुभ नवरात्रि.
जय राम
शुभ
कृष्ण.
नवरात्रि. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
वंदना भगिनी, थैंक यू. शीशा भगिनी, थैंक यू. दीपज्योति भ्राता, प्रणाम. जय राम कृष्ण.
जय राम कृष्ण.
जय रामकृष्ण.
जय रामकृष्ण महोदय.
दुर्गा दुर्गा.
जय रामकृष्ण महोदय.
दुर्गा